Hi everyone. I thought I would bring you along today on a packing day. I have a ton of orders to pack, and so of course I have started with tea. There's no way to start your working day without it. Um, Confession, this was actually recorded way back in January. Anyone who knows me knows that I love to record video, and I am terrible at making the time to actually put it together and put it out there. Possibly just a thing of not wanting to have myself on camera. So this is a nice way in. This way I'm just chatting with you while you can see me getting some work done. So the first thing I had to do was to make a bunch of boxes to pack some coasters in. I actually use these foam squares to make sure that the corners don't get damaged when the coasters are being posted. Because that would be the last thing that you want, is to open it and find a smashed coaster. And honestly, when I first started to make coasters and send them out, that's exactly what was happening, unfortunately. I think 2 orders arrived, and in each one, just one of the coasters had smashed. So by putting in these little foam core corners, they're adhesive so you can stick them into the box. I was able to make sure that they don't rattle around while they're being posted. Now, stay tuned to a future vlog, because I have ordered now some professionally printed, and they're pre-packaged as well, coasters, whereas before I was actually using a heat press and to make each one. So that meant printing each design with dye sublimation ink first, and then getting this very heavy heat press out, and then making each coaster individually with the design. So now I have them all pre-packaged, because honestly, and I have to thank you for this, I was not able to keep up with the orders. The coasters have been so popular that I've just not been able to keep up with making each of them. If you follow me, you know that I also have a day job as well as running an illustration business on the side. I work full-time in marketing. So I've not been able to keep up with those orders, but now I have a whole bunch of professionally printed coasters. I was nervous about getting them done because I've had so much control over the colors, the printing, exactly how it looks. When you do it yourself, it turns out exactly how you want it to. Particularly if you are a perfectionist, and I feel perfectionists all around the place are nodding in agreement. So I am very pleased to say, though, that they turned out very well. The printer was great at just making small adjustments that I needed, and the result is actually fantastic. And the new coasters, unlike the ones you see being packaged here, the new coasters also have cork backing, and they're absorbent. So they're even better, and I'm really thrilled about that. Each of my orders, as you can see, the one I've just packaged there, all of them, I like to just add a little special touch. So they usually are wrapped in tissue wrap where appropriate. They usually have a nice little thank you sticker on them. Sometimes they have some of my washi tape, because it's a really good excuse to use my washi tape. And I always include a little thank you card. I really love wrapping orders. I like to think about them being unwrapped at the other end. I know I certainly love it when you buy something from an artist and it just has, something extra when you unpackage it. It's just kind of special. The scarves were also really popular over the Christmas and New Year period. And it's now starting to get cold here, so I know I'm going to be pulling my scarves out and starting to wear them, so I'm pretty excited about that. Other things that were happening in January, I just made some business plans, really. I opened up my books to be able to take on a children's illustration, book illustration contract if one came my way, and I'm pleased to say one has. It's just starting now, so that should be interesting. And I let Nuovo, who published my greeting cards, know that I was open to creating some new designs for them if they need, and that's actually what you can see me working on there now. We came up with a really nice design, an Australian floral bird border with some different birds that they had chosen. We worked together and it was great working with their art director. And I believe these have just been printed and published, so I'm keeping an eye on the post because I think I'll receive samples soon. And I thought I might just show you a few events I went to at the end of this. So I went to Lunar New Year and I also went to a Lights at the Lake event. They were both super fun. So that was very different. I've never actually been to Lunar New Year, and that was at Dixon here in Canberra. And then what you're seeing now is this Lights at the Lake event, which was cool. We went on 2 nights. One night we couldn't actually get in, so this is from the opposite side of the lake, and I'll show you in a second what it's like when you're actually on the other side of the lake. So yeah, this was a nice way to kind of round off, I think it was the end of January, it might have even been the start of February. Yeah, it's just a really nice month, a really good time to get organized and make plans for the year.